Okay, so these are all screenshots from my Emacs buffer. Either way, I'm maintaining MacClim, and there are two protocols which are almost identical. They concern with sheets and output records. Sheets are like windows, output records are like display lists. But you have this spatial data, and there is a lot of duplicated functionality, like adding a new element. So refactoring code is like defining common functionality and calling it. But it is not enough, because somebody could have defined, this is the case with old libraries, there is a lot of client code with defines these methods. And if we call these methods from our code, then the notification protocol won't be called, or after method for adapt shipped. Yeah, so this is example of such method, and this constraint won't be executed. It would be nice if we could actually say that when I'm defining a new method, I want to add it not to the old function, but to the new generic function. And we have control over the function definitions, but we don't have the control over method definitions. So it would be nice if we could just say that this is a target function, this is our lambda list, and that's how we mangle arguments. So when common list programmer meets impossible problem, they write the macro, they define a domain-specific language, code walker, or use the meta-object protocol. So I went with the last part. So this is a definition of the proxy generic function. And I use make method lambda, which wraps around the original lambda expression and mangles arguments. So even if the lambda is not matching, you can translate the call to the target function. The problem is with call next method, because the lambda expression of the proxy function can call it with old lambda list. So we need to unmangle it. So basically that's what's going on. If there are no arguments, then we just call the next method, we shadow it. And if there are, we mangle arguments. Yeah, so adding a new method is like, if we are not in the definition of the proxy function, we take the created method from the call next method and create a new one, because we can't portably reinitialize defining standard methods. And while doing that, I've encountered a few bugs in SBCL, CCL, ECL, and I've managed to make it work with Closure Common Lisp, Closure Mob, sorry. But I have decided not to unify the protocol, because this is a big library and this is a risky code, and I have encountered enough problems to not bring it into production. So maybe in 10 years when mob is functional. Thank you.